one internet station. PhillyCoalitionRadio.com. PhillyCoalitionRadio.com. PhillyCoalitionRadio.com.
PhillyCoalitionRadio.com. There's a lot of ways to find us. What do you mean you can't find us? As much as I say PCRadioLive.com out of my mouth, it should be already tuned in on the phone. Download the TuneIn app. That's the best app to use for listening to like music and radio stations. They have all the stations across the globe plugged in. Not all the internet stations, because all the internet stations don't do the right thing. They don't pay the right dues. All right, so if a station, it's an internet station, and they're not logged in to TuneIn, because that's like the platform for us, not iHeart app. What's up, DJ Noodles? Not the iHeart app, but the TuneIn app, TuneIn. So as soon as you download the app, it's going to pop up that first picture on the screen. That's a premium version of the app, where you can get some commercial-free content, sports, things like that. You don't want that. Not unless you want to pay for it. Some people like to pay for everything. You know, the premium everything. All right, premium pass. That's like $10 a month. But if you just want the free version, that way you can actually listen to the station while you're not in the app. So you're not stuck on the app, okay? You're not stuck in one place like, damn, do I really want to give DJ Truuf or whatever you know me as, do I want to give him 2 hours of my time? I want to keep browsing through my Facebook chats. I want to keep staying on Instagram. Well, you can do that. The music plays in the background. All right, so if you got you plugged into the Bluetooth speaker like I do at home when I'm listening to the station, you can still do all your maneuvers and still get commercial-free content here inside the DJ Truuf Show. All right, don't forget, we are on a sponsorship blitz. Big ups to the official partners of the DJ Truuf Show. That would be Just Drains. Came through in the clutch a few weeks ago. One of the best. He says he's not a plumber. He actually, when he meets clients, including just people on the street, he wants to tell you, my man Mike, he wants to tell you about, why your sink or your toilet stopped up. What are you doing? What's the proper techniques? What kind of toilet paper to use? How to get it out of the thing? What tools to get if you need to get it? And then if it's a real emergency, you call him, hit him up at justdrains.com. Hashtag we get you open. Tell him DJ Truuf sent you. And he'll handle all your commercial and residential plumbing needs. All right. He's a big partner in the progress that is the DJ Truuf Show. All right. As we turn up a new page, we're going to be opening it up like DJ Noodles on the check-in. I want guest DJ spots. I'm going to put that out there inside of all the DJ groups. We can come down every week. If I can do it every week, that'll be great because I've got to coordinate it with all the DJ schedules. But I want to do guest DJ spots every week, maybe from 9 to 9:30. You get a chance to jump on these ones and twos. I'll sit back. I'll just host this thing out. And you can talk about whatever you got going on that particular week. We want to talk some DJ music business. We want to talk about some MCs you're working on. I'm going to give the DJs that outlet to do that here inside the DJ Truuf Show on PCRadioLive.com, the hashtag #1 internet radio station on earth. All right, not even just in Philly. I mean, we like I said, we broadcast from Philly. We were the longest running station in the nation, based here in the city. A lot of imitators have come and gone. A lot of people just, show up at an office building or in their basement and set up a laptop with a microphone. Sometimes just hold the microphone to the computer, which is outrageous. Outrageous to have someone do that on live TV or live on their app or let actually people see people do that. I did that probably 15 years ago because of a technical glitch. I was doing an interview and I ended up having to hold the microphone to the telephone so I can do my telephone interview live the way I wanted to do it. But, in 2018, step your game up. You're not making regular visits to Micro Center. You don't even know where it's at. Like, you're a loser. You really are a fucking loser. All right, I'm getting back on my production. So what I'll be doing is actually cleaning your records. If you got records that are dirty, that you're pushing for radio play, across the mainstream, even to get in regular programming here on Philly Coalition Radio. Sometimes during the day we have clean hours. You know, when you're listening at work, you don't really want to hear all the cursing, like you don't want to hear all the riff-raff. So if you got some dirty music that you put out, you need to get it cleaned up. Send it to me. $10 a record. All right, introductory price, $10 a record for your first 5 records. I'll go ahead and edit the shit out of them, take all the curse words out, send it back to you clean. That way you can start shopping it around and letting your grandma even want to listen to the songs. Because sometimes you force your grandma to listen and all she hears is the filth. And she just automatically turned out. You know, you're her grandbaby, but she really don't fuck with you no more. You know, you don't want that. You don't want that animosity in the house. All right, one time Sean just checked in up on Olney. Olney, big fans of the DJ Truuf Show. I appreciate it. You know, I'm riding through. You know, when I turn that Uber meter on, I'm everywhere like air. And I think I'm going to do that tonight for about 2-3 hours. So you can catch me on these streets. Big ups to Big Exclusive and Shayla Rumba heading into the DJ Truuf Show every Tuesday from 6 to 8. It's a great time with those guys and all their special VIP guests that stop through. Don't forget, every Wednesday night, we got something real big planned for you. Besides the fact that Thursday is a Straight from the Ville night starting at 7 o'clock. Right into Katia, who opened up. Somebody pissed Katia off today. Okay, one of you rap bastard MCs came at her neck and said she wasn't who she was. And I believe that was the gist of what happened. And there's a whole list of, you know, she really is reserved. You know, she'll wait till she gets on the airwaves to be catty and just to talk about you. But to make her come out of character and jump on Facebook and say, hey, Google me, motherfucker. Like, don't ask no questions about my career because I'm moving. All right? Don't ask me about how you can get down with something and you haven't even been on that A3C soundstage. Because if you didn't do A3C in the last 2 years that we've been down there, it is something magical for MCs. To be in a place where people appreciate hip-hop, and Atlanta is the place to be. Like, you've been stuck in Philly or your local markets forever. You don't even know how to get to Atlanta to get on a stage. My man, Rapped Out Raw, got a stage set up in a barbershop. In a goddamn barbershop during A3C. Just so he could say he was at A3C. That's the kind of shit I'm talking about. Salute, young OG, salute. All right, and we'll be doing it once again. I know we're talking about who's going to headline that main stage. Last year it was Rod Digger. The year before it was Raz Cass and a whole list of hit men. Jay Ski showed up. It was just, oh my, Apollo Ali. Oh my, are you serious? Crazy sets. This year it's going to be even bigger. I am going down to Atlanta to show off. Last year wasn't the greatest experience for my birthday. But this year, on my birthday, I'm taking my 5 or 6 days off, and I'm going to pack my bags. I'm Super Jew producer had me staying in some riffraff for the first year. I accepted it. Second year, I didn't plan as big as I should have. Still had some issues with the housing situation. While I'm having issues with the housing situation, Super Jew producer is in a fucking loft, 5 stories high on the main street where everything's happened over top of the festival grounds. Okay, living it up. Oh, he's living it up. I'm homeless. Okay, literally homeless. I had to go to 5 different hotels. One hotel, the power went out twice over 2 days to the point where it never came back on. I ended up in a dog hotel, Motel 6, where they kept dogs and cats and animals. The worst smelling hotel I've ever been in my entire life. I end up almost an hour and a half away in Memphis, Tennessee, or Mobile, Alabama. I'm sorry, in Mobile, Alabama at a hotel. All right, where I said I can't even stay at the hotel now because I got some fucking situations staying with me. You talk. I love her. I love her to death. And she's actually having a baby that we were supposed to talk about a couple weeks ago. The first lady baby. All right. There's a lot of controversy over this baby. I think she just texted me. There's a lot of skepticism on who the actual baby father is. after our visit to Atlanta, our little 5 or 6 day stay. We will talk about that, maybe not this week, but coming up very soon. All right, because I am in the market for a baby girl. I'm in the market for that. So to facilitate that, I set up an application or an account on Tinder. Happy to say that. My Tinder, I haven't been on there in about 2 weeks. The last time I checked, there was a super liker. Now, apparently, when somebody super likes you, that means you're 2 steps away from getting in a relationship with them, according to Tinder. So I'm going to go through my Tinders, and if you happen to swipe right or left, however you do it, you see my picture pop up, ladies, go ahead and hit the super like, and I'll get back to you. Go also on some dates, maybe, see how it's like, and maybe you'll be the one having my next baby. All right? I want to cash my son in because he fucked me over yesterday. It's big time. Big time he cashed me. Oh, my gosh. Dad, I just need an Uber ride. It's going to be $4 or $5. Put it on your card. And, don't deny me this because I'm your child. I need an Uber ride. You know what? I'm going to do this for you, son. Get you this Uber ride so you can do what you got to do. Did you need a ride back? No, I'm good. Just going to jump on the bus. I'll be right back. Get him in the Uber ride at about 10:30. At 11:42, I'm looking at the app, and he's still in the goddamn vehicle. Okay? Why? I say, son, why are you still in the fucking Uber car an hour and 10 minutes later? Well, apparently there was an accident, and, we had to take a detour, and we're going to be there soon. So now this $6 ride, $4 ride, just turned into $46 fucking dollars. Okay? $46 fucking dollars. Now, at this point, do you cut your kids off? Do you just say, hey, I'm not paying that? I really went into, when I hit him up, I said, you're my son, but you're going to pay me this fucking money back. I need it ASAP, like ASAP Rocky. Then I thought about it. I figured, if I was like a super dad, I would you're supposed to let it go. There's no book, to tell you how to respond to the situation. So I think I'm going to end up just getting chalked for $40 fucking dollars on this Uber ride. So who knows? Brian Hopkins, a.k.a. The Triple OG, maybe I'll get you call in to talk about pegging. Do we have enough money in the call-in budget still? We do. All right, Triple OG, let's call in and talk about pegging, which we were supposed to talk about a while back. 877-226-0998. We're going to talk about that theory, that philosophy. Who's doing it? All right. Are you a pegger? Ladies, have you ever pegged your husband? All right. We want to know. Would that then make your husband gay? Or that's just something open-minded about sex that you're into? I don't know. But we're going to talk about that. Triple OG, 877-226-0998. Game Hunter Films came up with the subject. We're going to talk about your pill usage. Everybody's on something, especially in the black community. You're on something, whether it be marijuana, whether it be acid. I guess people are still doing acid, methamphetamines, Adderall. Anybody can get their hands on some Adderall, please let me know. For a friend, I'm just asking. If you can get your hands on, let me turn that around. If you can get your hands on some Adderall, please email thetruth@gmail.com. For a friend of mine wants to know. We'll talk about that. People, if you buy perks, Xannies, banana bars, whatever they call them, is that your twist? What's the maximum amount you can take? What's the ultimate goal of the high? There has to be a goal of the high. Like, let's say you're smoking weed, especially if you're smoking weed with someone, as it's a social drug. Sometimes the outcome is just to have a real chill moment. You can talk about politics. Maybe it gets you in the mood to do certain things. Who knows? We're going to talk about that in this set here. 877-226-0998. Don't forget, at Instagram, The Movie, at Facebook.com, Tony Truth Brown. One time for all the Browns on the check-in. Pookie, Ashakia, Steve, Vanessa, Warren. I went by St. Paul Street the other night, and I see they're fixing up the old house on 16, small St. Paul Street. Want to see how that turns out. One of the homes we played in as a child. Everybody on 17th and St. Paul Street. The McLees, Kimberly, Andrea, Daryl. Daryl's getting married June 23rd. I got the honor to be the DJ of the wedding. alongside my partner of 20 years, DJ Drew. Buckwild Promotions is coming back. We'll be inside the, I think it's the Marriott in Plymouth Meeting, right behind the Plymouth Meeting Mall. That's where the wedding ceremony, the after party is going to be. So if you're in the area, if you're a friend of the McLees, throw the suit on, throw the hard bottom shoes on, come out and have a good time with us. June 23rd. Don't forget June 23rd. Also, I'll be in Chicago with Cotton Candy BBW porn star. She's coming back to a bigger venue with more girls than the law allows. And listen, anybody who visits like strip clubs, Onyx, Vanity Grand, those are like, I guess, the only two strip clubs left in Philly, and they've all gone, commercial to the right. But if you're from the gutter in Philly and you remember the Cherokee, you remember Night on Broadway, you remember Princess 1500, you remember, what's that? It actually still open, the Piccadilly. You remember the iconic MCs, one time for Ciati, I see you VIP. The MCs who made their mark on me and turned me into the new Philly #1 go-go MC. Big Keith. Where's Big Keith? We're going to talk about Big Keith. Leon, Cha-Cha and Company. All right. If you remember Leon from Cha-Cha and Company, call up right now, 877-226-0998. We're going to talk about him. His wife passed away a few years ago, and last we heard he was working at a circus. I don't know, but his mic presence was crazy, son. I mean, crazy. Like, anything he said to do, you did it. You didn't even know why. I find myself on the floor with Coconut. Her name was Coconut. She was from Nicetown, too, like me. I'm on the floor. She's squatting on my face, spitting out whipped cream, and I remember there was a kielbasa sausage that came out of her. I remember sitting in the club, and the stripper was pregnant. She was pregnant. And I'm sitting in the walls here. She's here, and she squashed my face together between the wall and her butt cheeks. And I don't think she knew. Maybe she did, maybe she didn't. But the smell, rancid, smashed against my face. And I could smell it. You know, when there's a smell and you can smell it, when you stink and you can smell it, that's when it's bad. Everybody's going to smell it. It smelled like dry milk and fish oil. I don't, oh my, I'm throwing up in my throat. I think I just threw up in my throat. And I think at some point she squirted milk out. She was lactating at the same time. So this just wasn't a good night in strip club world for me. And my friends wouldn't even let me in the car. I tried to wash it off in the bathroom. I didn't have any soap. So I had to carry this smell all the way home. My grandma said, "Where the hell have you been?" I couldn't even explain it. I couldn't explain it. I just had to jump in the shower. What is your strip club horror story? Everybody's got one. Every time you go to the strip club, it's not like it's a great experience, okay? Even if you go and you didn't plan to spend as much money as you did and you ended up broke and you couldn't tell your girl or your friends or your kids why you couldn't do something for them because you went broke because of fucking the stripper or whatever you did with the stripper who patted your pockets and took every dime you had. Be careful going into places like Set It Off on 2nd and Cambria, because if you go in, you're going to have a good time. But trust and believe they're going to take all your money. You can deny wanting to spend money with these girls, but they're going to take your money, especially if you're weak-hearted. You got a weak mind. If you find yourself at the strip club talking to strippers, having conversations, they're going to rape your pockets. I'm just telling you from experience. As soon as you find yourself in a conversation with them, they're going to take every dime you got in your pocket. All right, facts, hashtag facts. So if you need some advice, Daddy Truuf is always going to be here for you. My principle for the last 18, 20 years has been if I go to the strip club, I'm going to get paid. I go to get paid like the strippers. So, my perspective on what you do when you go in might be a little bit different, a tad to the left, a tad to the right. But I want to keep you on a straight and narrow path. One time for Lily Miller, CEVIP, and Triple OG. If you tuned in, 877-226-0998. I want to talk pegging and your drug stories. And don't forget, May 12th coming up inside of King of Prussia, inside of that Sprint. I know everybody's been talking on the streets about that big Sprint merger with T-Mobile. It's going to take us from we both got about 40 to 60 million customers apiece. Final merger numbers would put us at about 100 million customers. So I'm in the perfect place at the right time. All right. I'm not going anywhere. All right. People say, oh my gosh, are you going to get fired? Fired for what? They're going to need more consultants and people to sell and fix problems than ever before. So even if you're looking for work, this is a good time to start applying for these positions inside of either company, because they're going to need so many new people coming up, all right? And for you, the consumer, all right, you're going to make off like fat rabbits, because it's going to make our pricing even more competitive. The Sprint brand is going to go away as a part of the merger, so everything will fall under T-Mobile, and that's only if the government approves it. We still got to get permission from Trump to see if, in fact, the merger is going to be approved. But if it is approved by the Regulations Commission, you'll see the brand new T-Mobile, a.k.a. Sprint and T-Mobile, coming up soon with 5G technology. So just like Big Exclusive over the weekend, you can get laced up with me tomorrow. If you want to make an appointment for Saturday, I have a big event, and then we got a big event with PC Radio and Sprint that we're going to put together in the next month for our Sprint Says Thank You event. It's going to be the biggest one we've ever done. Probably be in the store DJing. We're going to do some karaoke. We'll do plenty of giveaways inside that King of Prussia Mall like it's supposed to be done. All right, so come on up. If you bring me over 5 phone lines from another carrier on Saturday, bring me over 5 lines from another carrier, I'm going to put $500 in the bank for you. I'm going to send you in a couple shopping sprees. I'll get you in that iPhone X for $20 a month, half price, or you can get a free iPhone 8 or 8 Plus if you get the iPhone X. I got some big deals on the Samsung S9 and 9 Plus. With 5 lines of totally unlimited data for consumer accounts, I'll put you at $100. And if you got a business that you want to set up and have me run your business lines, I'll give you 5 lines of unlimited service for $90. That works out to be about $19 per line for unlimited talk, text, and data. Plus, you get a 10 gig mobile hotspot included for each phone line. So come see me inside of Sprint King of Prussia. Be there Saturday for Sprint Says Thank You. And we thank you. So make your appointment right now with the kid. Call me direct. Call me direct, 610-491-9000. I'll give that number out, 610-491-9000 to make your appointment for Saturday for Sprint Says Thank You, the movie. All right. We're here Tuesday night, PCRadioLive.com. Big ups to Game Hunter Films, heavy on that check-in tonight. Everybody rocking out on the live stream. In front of us, there are 8 to 10 cameras in the studio right now, so sometimes I get lost on the different social media, but we appreciate you if you're listening on the live stream via Facebook. Make sure you share the link into all your private groups, your love groups, romance, DJ, artist groups, eventually until we get into the Spice King chat room, which is going to be epic for us. Once we get there, we're planning on staying there, and we can only stay there with your help. All right, we can only stay there with your help. So everybody's welcome. Every Tuesday from 8 to 10, we get it in. Every Saturday from 6 to 8, and every Sunday the same. So listen, I got to get 4 or 5 more songs in the mix, so I don't want you guys to go anywhere, and I'll tell you how you can get free Hulu. All right, I'll tell you how you can get free Hulu by listening to the DJ Truuf Show. You guys don't go nowhere, all right? We're here until we leave. Facts.
The #1